Now, several media outlets are reporting that during the arrest of one of the suspects, Johannesburg's MMC for Transport and Patriotic Alliance Deputy Leader, Kenny Kunene, was there. He joins me now in studio to react to this. So, a very good afternoon to you. Thanks very much for coming through. You were at DJ Sumbody's alleged murder mastermind.
Yes.
What are you doing there?
I was there to take the journalist to go and interview him. You would have seen that my Africa News Global has not been active because since I took office, I haven't had the time to focus on it. I've lost some journalists, journalists that were working for me. So those that have asked for jobs, I have then decided that let me rather give it to them so that they can run it. And obviously, Africa Global, News Global has always focused on exclusive news. And that's one of those exclusives where there was an opportunity to interview Mr. Molefe by this young journalist.
Why? Why is he so interesting to you?
It's not just interesting to me, it's interesting to you too, Bravoyo, and South Africans at large. He's been accused of having masterminded a murder. He's been in the news. We heard that General Mkhwanazi spoke about his arrest, how it was done. So there are interesting things that are surrounding him, and therefore it would have been a great exclusive for the journalist to actually talk to the man. He hasn't spoken to any publication, any newspaper, because primarily mainstream media will always focus on the sensational matters, but journalism is about objectivity and hearing the other side. So the journalist was right to say, let's hear the other side now that the gentleman is on bail. You would have seen this very same platform was at Kgosi Mampuru, where they also wanted to interview Ket Matlala, who is also accused.
Exactly. I mean,
however,
taking us here, and I mean, it's not for lack of trying, that I can tell you.
Yes, they
so
tried.
He was keen to talk to you, not that we didn't want to talk to him.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that there is that interest to also talk to suspects. It's not a new thing. So it was just a question of, we were there at the time when the police were arriving, because less than 5 minutes of us being there, whilst we were on the driveway, we have not even gone into the house. Then the police arrived. They were kicking the gate. The boy came in, came to us outside there. We were with the person that facilitated the interview. And the police were kicking the gate. Mr. Molefe came out. He said, open the gate. Open for them. They came in. They found us there.
What happened subsequently?
Subsequently, they asked who the owner of the house was. There was a Casper, there were Vitlas, Combis, police covered with masks, and others in private with no masks. And they asked who is the owner. Mr. Molefe said, it's me. Then they cuffed him, told him that he's under arrest. And then they sought our particulars, and they saw me. And then they called me aside. Brakeni, what are you doing here? No, I'm here for this purpose. That gentleman has facilitated for us to talk to this man on this matter. Do you have any personal relationship with him? No. Do you have his number? No. Here's my phone. Punch his number and check if I have his number. I don't have his number. So how did you get here? The same man that facilitated this meeting sent me a WhatsApp. He sent me the first address at 25 to 11:36 to be precise. And then he sent another one and said, Mtimande, use this one, which was just a question of a road and a street. So, and that's how I got there. And they said, can we see? And I showed them, and they saw that I was sent the address at 11:36. And I was there around 10 past, quarter past 12. 5 minutes later, the police pounced in. We have not even started the interview.
And that's all you saw happening? There was no other drama.
Obviously, there was drama, rifles, on the ground. You know, the normal drama that the police would do when they arrest a person. But after that, everything cooled off. Everybody was level-headed. They walked him, chained him by the foot and the hands at the back, and they walked him to the Vitlas. There was calm. In fact,
he cooperated.
One of the police said, "Hey, Kenny, sorry, man." I said, "No, there's no need to be sorry. You are doing your job." And they walked with him. He did, no. The man was not fighting. He said, "Open the gate." And he was outside there. They handcuffed him in front of us. And then they left with him, left everybody at the house. And I followed them.
So were you meeting him for the very first time?
No. The person that facilitated the meeting had his mother's birthday. I think it's last year or early this year, I can't remember. So he had invited me, and the gentleman was also there. I greeted people. He was there, greeted him, and then I went to sit with my people. And that's it. Then I saw him on TV. I don't have his number. We have no relationship. We have no. But I must say, Bravo, that if this man, I had his number, I would have told them. And I would say it now. If at all this man was my friend, I would say this man is my friend. Yes, he's an accused, but he's my friend. I've got friends. Let me make an example with myself and also with Bra Steve. I was a criminal myself. And the man that came to see me in prison was the Deputy Director General of Education, because we became friends before I was a criminal. And when I was sentenced, he visited me. Unfortunately, he died whilst I was in prison. So there's this thing that when you are a politician, you must distance yourself from people. If Brakati was my friend, I would have said it to the police. And here, I don't distance myself from my friends. If they have their things that they are doing, I don't know about them. I don't distance myself from my family. I know that my family, some of my family members, relatives, did not even want to mention my name when I was a criminal, when I was in prison. But there are those that gave me a chance. And it is that chance that gave me hope that when I come outside, I must be the better version of myself. So he was not my friend. We have no relationship. I don't have his phone number. He doesn't have my phone number. But we have got a mutual friend, a person that knows him. That is why I then spoke to this person so that my young people can get this particular exclusive. He's not the only one that they want to interview, by the way, to do exclusive stories. And they still want to do an interview with him.
But from what your friend, who knows him, who facilitated this interview, has told you, what kind of a man is he, Mr. Mulef?
I have not asked those questions.
No. We're not curious. Who's this guy? I mean, he's an alleged murder mastermind. I mean,
we have not spoken about the man. So he has not said anything about the character of the person. But from what I saw when I arrived there, very cool person, quiet. He's not a loud person. Those few minutes that I was there, I don't know, maybe it's because of this whole thing that he's facing, but that's what I saw. But even when I saw him at the birthday of the old lady, he was there sitting with people, so I didn't really get to know him well. Yeah.
What have people been saying to you since? I mean, you've had a busy day going around trying to explain yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had a busy day. Look, people who read the story of News 24, even before my interviews, were saying, my brother, you were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Things happen in life, Bravoyo. I went there at 12:15, daylight, with my personal car. I didn't take an Uber because for me, I was there to do this thing. There's nothing sinister about it.
But there are other people who said this was so you. Of course, they are making that association because of your past that you just spoke about.
They've been doing that. So it's like we must not associate with people. I must not associate with people. I refuse to do that. I'm a DJ. I'm a businessman. I'm a politician. I still DJ. It's my passion. It's my hobby. It's what I love doing. If I stop it, I become unhappy. And when you DJ, when you have a club, when you have a restaurant, when you go play at places, you meet different people, you don't know what they do. And some of them, you end up clicking, you build a friendship, you start talking on the phone, you hang out together. It's the nature of life for years. But once you become a politician, or when you are a politician, you are then not supposed to align with certain people because it will imply certain things.
And you're not going to do that.
So,
in other words, have you ever had a moment where you stopped and said, maybe I need to be a little bit more suspect in terms of who I associate with, in terms of the things you do? Have you ever had such a moment?
I'm the last person to think like that because I was called Sushi King. People would move and go sit there. So I was a victim of that. Why should I be that person to other people? I can never be that person. There are serious criminals everywhere. There are criminals in high buildings, high-rise buildings. We hear how PIC has been robbed of billions. And those people, you see them hanging out with everyone. So it's a question of how do you associate with people. I'm a people's person. That's who I am. I got loved. Even Abu Gogo, when I go to address masses, even in the rural of areas, Abu Gogo will say, hey, who's in a sushi? So it's people know me in this country, and they know me because I have that personality. So now that I'm a politician, I must now start working like a politician. I must be the position. The reason politicians are forever unhappy is because they become the position. And once you become the position, you end up treating people with disrespect because you believe you're above them. So I'm not going to leave the position. I'm leaving Kenny Kunene. I'm Kenny Kunene, the politician. I'm Kenny Kunene, the DJ. I'm Kenny Kunene, the businessman. There is nothing wrong with that. I do my work properly. That's why I'm dressed like this, because I'm from Ward 7. We are working for the whole week there.
Have you spoken to your president, Gayton McKenzie, about this?
Yes, I spoke to him before I went there.
What did he say?
I've got a group of young people. I'm handing over the Africa News Global news to them, and we are going to. I'm taking them to do one of them to do an exclusive interview.
And what did he say?
I'm going to do an exclusive interview. Okay, sharp. I'll see you. I'll call you later.
He's not bothered. He's not worried about anything.
No. We spoke this morning, and obviously, he's the president of the party. Would be worried, but I explained to him last night. I explained to him, and we spoke this morning, and he accepted because he knows what I have and my intentions with Africa News Global. I've told him not yesterday. I told him already a few weeks ago that I'm in the process of doing this. I'll give it to young people, let them run it, so that I'm not involved. They must make all the decisions. I'm happy that News 24, after I answered their questions, they came back and said, we went to CIPC to see if this Africa News Global exists. And we found that it exists and you are the sole director. Do you intend resigning? I said, of course. It's part of this process I'm doing. I'm resigning, and the guys will be the directors of the company. No problem.
Thank you very much for coming through.
Bravo, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to put my side of the story.